The words stopped me in my tracks. "Depression significantly impacts breast cancer survival," ran the headline in a medical journal. It was an article about research, published last week, that found breast cancer patients with depression are up to twice as likely to die of the disease as women with good mental health. As a former breast surgeon who's had breast cancer 3 times, I am undergoing treatment at the moment. I immediately took notice. You see, I have also been floored by depression since my first cancer diagnosis in 2015, aged 40. And I'm not alone. Up to a quarter of people with cancer develop a clinically significant depression, 2 to 3 times the number found among the general population. When I saw the study, I immediately pored over the data. I discovered that, despite the worrying claims, the real picture is unlikely to be as bleak. The Russian researchers analyzed a number of existing studies to draw their conclusions. Some of these dated back to 1977, and the most recent was in 2018, which in terms of breast cancer treatment is a long time ago. Since then, there has been a raft of new treatments to tackle harder-to-treat forms of the disease, and many are remarkably successful. I'm on one myself right now, palbociclib, which was described by the Institute of Cancer Research in London as among the most important breakthroughs in decades. My treatment seems to be working, and I am optimistic. But as a patient, I can't deny the truth. It is no surprise to me that, untreated, depression can shorten our lives. When we're depressed, we're less likely to eat well and exercise, more likely to drink and smoke, and less likely to take the medication we need. All these things increase the risk of recurrence. Both cancer and depression make it harder to work. We struggle financially, which makes our mental health even worse. It can be a vicious cycle. But my message, believe it or not, is one of hope. If you're a breast cancer patient who's suffering with depression, I want you to know that getting the right treatment is transformative. There are specific psychological support services for people with cancer, and they saved my life. As a cancer surgeon, I didn't realize that depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues were common after a diagnosis. It sounds ridiculous, but it's true. You see, I was focused on the physical side effects until I got cancer myself. Chemotherapy was tough. Mornings spent sad in the shower feeling sorry for myself, waiting for the pain and nausea to go away. Couple that with the grief of everything I was losing.